What's up, MONEYBAGZ family? If you found this video, it's because you need to act like you know. And as always, it's your girl Mo. So let's go. We just hit 10K subs over the weekend. And that's a testament in itself. Like, if you've been here and you've been watching me, or even if you've been watching me on YouTube since before I started doing YouTube on here, from like Talk Time with Jay or Renee, and then just Jay or Renee, this is crazy because this is like a dream of mine. Third time's a charm, literally third time's a charm. This is my third time doing YouTube and I did it authentically. So that's another sign in itself to show up, keep showing up. If you know something is meant for you, you know you're meant to do something. It doesn't matter if you're not getting the results that you think you should be getting. Sometimes you just have to redefine your vision, and sometimes you have to go deeper. You have to go deeper, deeper. And I only got here because I kept going deeper and I kept finding more parts of me and I kept discovering more parts of myself. And then, yeah, so now we're here. So I love y'all. I told y'all my only major promise to myself for this channel was to be open and vulnerable. And there's a lot that is going to happen. There's a lot that is going to be channeled through me for the collective to be able to experience more parts of themselves through me. The collective is going to be able to experience a lot more of their shadow and purge out a lot more of their shadow through me before the end of the year. There's a lot that I've been receiving. There's a lot of downloads, a lot of messages. And I always say you never know the reason why until you're living in it. And I have finally I understand why. So yeah, if you're here, stick around for the ride because we're just getting started. I'm gonna start with the channels that I got, and then we're gonna get into the message. Extract wisdom from your wounds. That is really significant. I know that's for me specifically, but I know someone needs to hear that if it comes up again. In the message, I will go back to it, but take that how it resonates. I was hearing X Factor by Lauryn Hill all day yesterday, specifically, when I try to walk away, you hurt yourself to make me stay. A lot of y'all have been in this back and forth energy, hot and cold energy, trying to decode people's emotions because it's what you were conditioned to do. You could have lived in a household where you had to decode your parents' emotions. I did, you know, having to walk on eggshells and figure out if I could go and talk or if her energy was correct for me to just exist and show up, you know. So a lot of you guys are learning lessons right now when it comes to love and when it comes to walking away gracefully, understanding when things are just up, when time is up, when something isn't going to work out, when you are overdoing it. And a lot of you guys have overdone it, specifically with like one person. A lot of you guys have just overdone it. You've overdone it. You've overextended your energy. You overextended grace. And you're going to get that back tenfold. Kanye West, Forever. So Forever by Drake, but Kanye West part specifically has been coming up. Chasing the stardom, turning to a maniac all the way in Hollywood, and I can't even act. They pulling cameras out, and goddamn, they snap. I used to want this thing forever. Y'all can have it back. A lot of y'all are going to be stepping into the spotlight. A lot of you guys are going to be living that life that you know is for you, specifically when it comes to fame, when it comes to recognition, when it comes to being recognized for your gifts. And it's been a long time coming, but like we've been said, it's inevitable. It was always inevitable. Your rise was inevitable. Your recognition was inevitable. People could be watching you right now, genuinely curious about you and your energy. You could be getting more tarot readings or oracle readings on your For You page that are confirming this out of nowhere. Like, it's just random For You page, random like people, new readers popping up on your For You page, telling you and confirming to you your dreams and your desires are coming in. They're beginning to land and actually manifest. And it's because you are now in alignment with them. You're a reflection of them. You're not pedestalizing them anymore. And you now know that you deserve it. You know, you deserve what it is that you want. I heard divine sleeper agent. So that's definitely hilarious because actually, let me look up sleeper agent. For anyone who doesn't know what a sleeper agent is, it is a spy placed in a foreign territory or organization to live a normal life under deep cover, remaining dormant until activated. And that is a lot of us right now. We are divine sleeper agents. We're earth angels. We have lived here in this foreign territory, which is earth, because a lot of us are not from here. We know we're not from earth. We know we're from other planets. We know that we come from somewhere else in the solar system. 555 on the clock. A lot of us know who we are, and we know that we're ready to activate. We're ready to activate. I think Neptune just went direct, and that's like a mystical planet. That's all about the spiritual powers and awakenings happening. Like, a lot of us are really going to tap into our intuition and our mysticism a lot more before the end of the year, and it's going to be wild, and it's going to be insane, and we're being activated. So buckle up. I was hearing A Whole New World by Little Mermaid, so that could be significant for someone. Like I've been saying, a whole new world. A lot of you guys are birthing whole new worlds. The world has already been created, but now you're just aligning with it. You're actually believing that it's real instead of just believing in the vision. You're really believing that, no, wait, yeah, I can see it, but like, no, now I definitely know it's done. Creation is already complete. Basketball games, I was picking up on basketball, or just like a basketball game and injury, specifically a torn ACL, could be significant for someone. And then I was hearing the song Even Closer, closer to my dreams, in my right ear only though. So I feel like that was significant for people, because a lot of us are beginning to tap more into our femininity, which is on the left side of us, right? So we're beginning to tap into flow, intuition, our divinity, and stepping away from the doing, the logic side of things, the always constantly working side of things, our masculine energy. And I feel like now you're beginning to rest in what is. You're beginning to rest in all that you've created through your strength, through your masculine energy. Even closer, you're getting very close, very, very close. Piercings could be significant for someone, specifically ears, belly button, nose, and nipple piercings. Tattoos below the waist and above the torso, so your head, neck, and shoulders. You could have just gotten one, or you could have got one covered up, or you could be thinking about getting one in those places. A Babylon documentary, so ancient history, or some sort of like the History Channel could be significant for you. Sorry, I just got a notification. And dandruff could be significant for someone, or you could have just gotten like new shampoo or hair growth products. I'm seeing like Beyonce's Sacred, the silver bottle in my head, or damn, what is it called? I can like see it, but I can't put it together and what it's called, but it's another type of hair growth. It's really popular. I think it begins with an M. The name's Destiny, Amber, and Lillian. Very specific about Lillian. They said not Liliana, Lillian. Oh, it's a girl. For someone, it's a girl. I heard that, clear as day. And then I heard after that, a potential due date or your birthday could be December 31st. 2:35 a.m. or 2:34 p.m. Something about fraternal twins fighting, that came up. And yeah, okay, those are all the channels that I got, the specific ones, and now we're gonna get into the message. It says, you are a divine earth angel, and the problem is that you've been assuming that everyone is like this. And I thought that was really interesting, because I can absolutely relate, you know, feeling like everyone is like me. Everyone has good intentions. Everyone's genuine. Everyone wants the best for other people, when that's just not the case. And that assumption, because we know that assumptions create reality. So that blanket assumption of everyone's like me has got you burned. It's got you hurt. It's required you to learn a lot of lessons about yourself and your energy. Your energy is not for everyone. It's not for everyone. People, you think people are genuinely your friends or genuinely on your level. When I was in the bathroom, and I wasn't gonna say it, but now it's coming up again, you've attracted a lot of spiritual bitches. A lot of girls in particular, a lot of women who wear their spirituality, who might be very in tune, be very wise, but they're a bitch. Like they weaponize spirituality against you. They've used spirituality to avoid accountability. You've attracted a lot of spiritual people this year, which is why your life this year could have felt very whimsical, very magical, but like slightly off. It's because, yes, you are now beginning to recognize your power. You began to recognize your own divinity this year. You aligned with your own divinity, but you had to learn. It's like you had to learn the lessons of operating from half of your divinity. When you operate from half of your divinity, you attract people who are also operating from half of their divinity. So you had to learn those lessons in order to fully activate into your full divine being. 11 on that clock. I feel like, and I'm never the type to be like, someone doesn't want me to say this, but it's like, yo, I was talking normal before I started giving this message. So maybe, right? I don't know. Your assumptions have unintentionally dimmed your gifts, power, and light. You thinking that, you knowing that you're larger than life, but not wanting to be too larger than life has been the ultimate problem. It's been the ultimate problem. You have power, you have gifts, and you absolutely have light. 11:44 in that clock, and you know that. But the universe this year had to bring some pain, had to bring some lessons, had to shatter the illusions of the people you've been surrounding yourselves with and yourself, because you had to recognize how truly divine you are. And you've always been like this, but it's the assumption of, it's the opposite assumption that had been keeping you from your divinity, truly embodying it fully. You're meant to stand out for being you, not conforming with the crowd. And I think that was one of your biggest lessons this year, is understanding that you're not meant to be a part of the crowd. You're not meant to be a part of the crowd. You're meant to be on the stage. The crowd is meant to be looking at you. Lone wolf energy. You could be like a popular loner. But it's like this longing for home. I see that card in my head. It's like you've always wanted to be a part of something. You've always wanted to feel like you belong. And it's normal. You know, as humans, all of us want to feel like we belong. We want to be a part of a group, a part of something. We just want to feel seen and heard and recognized and ultimately loved. And this year stretched you to your limit. I feel like when it came to those specific themes of conformity and half-ass feeling love, but not fully feeling it. Like this year has felt off, but you've tried to make things fit. Like you tried to make pieces to a puzzle fit, because this is the first year where you've attracted people who highlighted parts of your inner divinity. And it's like, it was new for you. It was like, whoa. Like, people like me actually do exist. But like, you weren't fully activated in who you were. And that's why you had to attract people who are going to break and shatter the illusion of who you were, so you could truly attract the love and the recognition that you want. And truly, like, the friends, the people that you want to be around. The resonance, the balance. When you embrace your divinity, the world will reflect just how divine and special you are. I channel for people who are truly special. Like truly, truly special. People could tell you, you special. Like there's something about you specifically. You look special. And I ain't talking about that kind of special. I'm talking about special. Like you're special and you know that. And even if you haven't been told that, you always have felt like there's something out there for me that's bigger. Like I'm in these rooms, I'm surrounding myself with these people, but I feel like there's something bigger. My destiny is bigger than the rooms that I've been in. And you're not crazy. And I feel like you could have thought that's cocky. Like, I feel like I'm cocky. I just need to take what I'm being given. You know, everything happens for a reason. And it's like, yeah, everything happens for a reason, but it's just to show you that what you were getting was nothing compared to what is in store for you. It's nothing compared to what the universe has been prepping you for. You had to receive a little breadcrumbs at first and get comfortable receiving the breadcrumbs, because it's like the whole loaf, everything was being prepared for you behind the scenes. But if you got the whole loaf before you could experience the breadcrumbs, you wouldn't appreciate it as deep. It wouldn't feel as deep. You're a deep person, you're a deep feeler. So the universe had to prep you so what it is that you're receiving could feel deep. You would feel it. And that's it. That's it. Force your reality to reflect who you are. Not who you've been conditioned to be, but who you actually are. And the way you force your reality to show you who you actually are is to be who you actually are authentically, to tell your story authentically. And a lot of our stories are rooted in pain. A lot of it is rooted in pain. A lot of you could look at people and be like, damn, or even look at yourself, or people could look at you and be like, you're so wise, you're full of it. I wonder what they've been through. And only you know what you've been through. Only I know what I've been through. And I did a shroom trip the other day, and I set my intention to radically self-accept myself, and boy, did that shit work. It worked, but radically accepting myself comes with accepting all of the pain that I've repressed, all of the things that I avoid, and it's a lot, it's heavy, it's deep, and a lot of us have experienced some deep things, some dark things, very young. But I feel like the universe this year, maybe not this year, but moving into the beginning of next year, is going to give us an opportunity to regain a sense of hope and joy and that childlike essence back, that excitement back into our life, because of the years that we lost to having to grow up fast. And it's a lot. You know your story, and I see you more than you know. Trust and believe that. I feel like you were guiding people for some time. And while you were being a guide, it was also preparation to become a leader, the inherent leader that you know you are, because there is a difference in energy between guiding and leading people. And I feel like you've now stepped into a leadership position internally. You've claimed your authority. It's not something that you run from anymore. It's just what you are. Like I've said in multiple readings, you don't have to claim your leadership. You just have to be you. Who you are as a leader naturally, but you had to be the guide before you could step into the leader role, because of the type of responsibility and power that comes with being in your position specifically. The universe has been preparing your audience and those around you. Like preparing your audience, heard that clear as day. They've been preparing people specifically to listen to you, but not from your guide perspective, from your leader perspective. There are people who are ready to be led by you. So get ready to lead, because it's here. You guided people through darkness because now you can lead people into the light. You are a guide for people during your darkest time. That was the test. Can you still guide people during your darkest times? Can you still guide people while you're purging all of your shadow out? Can you still guide people? And you did. You kept showing up. You kept helping people. You kept being of service. You kept being a healer, a wounded healer, but you were still healing. Even though it felt like it was depleting you, you weren't understanding why. It was all a test, because if you can lead, if you can guide people while still being hurt, while still not wanting to show up, but understanding that there's purpose in your guide, there's purpose in you being a guide right now. That was the test. That was the lesson. Can you still be a guide in your darkest hour and you pass with flying colors? That's why now you will be able to lead people into the light. Okay, you're special. Very, very special. I see the number 5 in my head, so someone could be born in May or have a birthday on the 5th. Yeah, and I put in quotations, I always wonder what people have gone through to be so wise. a lot. And most times it's pain, and that's okay. And that's okay. And also we're no longer suffering though. We're no longer suffering because of the pain that we've been through. We've suffered enough. We've shamed ourselves enough. There's no more room. There's no more space inside of us to suffer from what it is that we've been through. You can be in pain and feel pain, but not suffer from it. Suffering is a choice. It's a state of mind. You can feel pain and allow the pain to flow through you, and you can feel it, but you don't have to suffer because of it. You've suffered enough. Give your soul, an inner child, a chance to feel free. Stop fantasizing about freedom and be free. Liberate yourself, because your new chapter has already begun. Feel free. Give yourself a chance to feel free. Give yourself a chance to breathe. Because I know I'm right here with y'all. I haven't given myself a chance to breathe in years. Years. I'm talking about over a decade. Over a decade. My story, my truth is bound to come out. The universe is practically urging me. It's screaming at me. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Just let me breathe first. 21:21 on the clock. As I said that, let's pull some cards for confirmation, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all need to act like you know if this is your show. It's your girl Mo. So let's go. I've been so tired. I'm also on my period, so I've just been so tired recently. Like these past 2 days, just exhausted, dude. Like just sleeping. Where are you being called to journey to? What is not aligned in your life that needs to change? Share your voice, come out the cave, persecution and expression. Mirror, who or what is triggering you right now? The initiation. This rest card, again, how are you being called to step up and lead? The priestess card at the bottom of the deck. You're a leader. You're being called to step up and lead. Will you answer the call, though? It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. Your guidance is divinely guided. And this break the chain right here, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. A lot of you guys have carried your ancestors' pain, and not only have you carried it, you were born into it, but you felt it and purged it out. You felt it and purged it out. Do you understand how powerful you are? Not only were you born with the pain of a lot of your ancestors, you've experienced a lot of things in relation to, a lot of lessons in relation to having to heal these wounds from your ancestors, from your feminine lineage specifically. And you did it. You understand how much power you have? Do you understand how much power you hold? I don't think you do, but you will begin to understand it in these next coming days and the following weeks as we move closer towards the end of this perceived new year. You will understand exactly who you are. You don't have a choice to. I'm gonna pull these cards for these relationships that you guys are going through. Ooh, too much energy. Yep, but karmic relationship, this letting go and loving you. Letting go and loving you. Again, the butterfly card keeps coming out. Relationship evolving, healing the inner child. Your relationship with yourself is beginning to evolve, which is why your relationship with other people is beginning to fade away. The only reason why you had a lot of relationships with these people is because you didn't have a foundational relationship with yourself. You had a half-assed relationship with yourself, which is why you had a half-assed relationship with that boy, with that girl. And this girl with the snake card, empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. You've learned a lot of lessons this year in relation to your boundaries and setting personal boundaries. And the separation card, again, boundaries again at the bottom of the deck, not today, avoiding a conversation, unsure of your future. There is definitely some sort of separation between you and whoever is on your mind or whoever you're thinking about, whatever came up. I feel like there is some sort of like separation, and even with this healing heart that came out, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction, healing from heartbreak. Ooh, the But this engagement ring completion card came out. There's a lot of things, like this lightning card again at the bottom of the deck. Like there's a lot that is coming in for you because of this newfound stability within yourself. But you're now, like, this mirror card again at the bottom of the deck. Double mirror. Either you or someone else is really triggered right now. Really triggered. Really triggered. I hear, I'ma call up Brian. I'ma FaceTime Brian. I'ma text Lorenzo. And I'ma leave him crying. And the mirror card came out again when I was shuffling with the mask card. Yeah, someone is really triggered. Oof. Really triggered. Not showing true feelings. Not showing true feelings with this mirror. Them tables are turning. I feel like someone could just be really sad, or they could be like replaying events in their head. A lot of like prideful energy that's coming through. It's this mirror and mask. What I say, like people like reminiscing from the past, perception, learn from the past. You definitely learned some sort of lesson that you needed to learn with whoever is coming up for you this year, specifically within like the last week or two. You've learned some type of lesson. You responded differently. Like I said, people coming in from the past is giving you an opportunity to respond differently. Like I said, they could just be replaying things in their head, thinking about the past, this old conditioning, the cassette card. You responded differently, and this person is a little flabbergasted because it's like maybe like you have boundaries now. This soulmates card, but it's definitely a agreement, partnership, soul connection, some sort of balance. Yeah, balance. I like you. Romance is blooming again. There's a lot of balance that's coming in to now match your state of mind, your energetic light being. Your light is overpowering the dark. Yeah, Ascension card right here. Like your light is overpowering the dark, so you don't have a choice to like I say, bro. The Dragonfly, be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. And this Paradise card came out at the same time. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness. What did I say? Like, I really do feel like for us, the universe is going to reward us with this happiness and expansion and joyful energy, this childlike energy. Because of all that we've experienced, yeah, and this Passion card at the top of the deck, liking each other equally, balance is coming in. You know, there's a lot of balance. There's a lot of people or someone could just be triggered by your lack of energy towards them, or your lack of maybe and this is the only card that was left, the palm tree. Stability, security, growth. Yeah, they just could just be feeling a little like, you know, when someone thinks that they gonna have you forever and you gonna be around forever, they could always come back to you. That's kind of what it's given. But now it's like it's not working anymore. They're like, huh? They're just triggered because you're different. Yeah. Like, hell no. They're like, wait, what? Wait, what? They grew a backbone? Wait, what? They actually standing up for themselves? Wait, what? Like, they're confused. They're a little confused. We all die in the end. It's not that serious. Card came out. Take a nap, recharge. I tell y'all, I've been sleeping. I've been tired. This Hell Yes card at the bottom of the deck. I really gotta like get some actual cards, make some actual ones. Resources are on the way. Trust for someone. Them resources, trust they will be dealt with. Closure without conversations, not in this lifetime. Go pursue yourself with the 888 confirmation at the bottom of the deck. Also with that protection card. Being protected from a lot, divinely protected from a lot, redirected from a lot as well. Go connect with nature. Could be significant for someone. I'm seeing like hikes in my head. I can even see stone mountains from my crib. Last card, ooh, that flew right at y'all. Hey, go smoke, not your typical reader. Set your intentions and let go to attract better and post your content today came out. Final card for confirmation from this deck. Final card. And again, go to the gym, move your body. Health is wealth, and go eat. Can y'all go take care of yourselves, please? Please. Please go nurture your temple, go take care of your temple. Even if it's just walking on the treadmill for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just move your body. Ooh, and these cards fell out. What are these? Putting yourself first doesn't always feel good, but it's necessary. Do it now. 222 confirmation, clairaudience. They're telling you what you need to know. They're telling you your gifts are heightening. And you are a star, of course, but you knew that. You knew that. And if you don't know, you need to act like you know that. Show me how gifted I really am at the bottom of the deck. And go. This clairvoyance card as well. Your spiritual gifts are heightening. You know. You can see. You can hear. Be for real. Let's pull one theme card from this deck. Let's do it for your next, for the week ahead. Let's do it next 7 days. What your themes are going to be. Do 2 cards. What do we talk about? This trust card came out first. When love is invited to take over, right actions arise at the right time. Allow me, dear divine, to wait patiently until the timing is right. Let me rest in the unknown until a clear path is shown. What we talk about in our last reading, the birthing process. You're in a birthing process. You have to wait for the right time. You are being birthed at the right time. At the right time. Be for it. Be patient. And this despair card came out. A lot of you guys are still purging out pain from years ago. Pain, shame, self-betrayal. A lot of you guys, feminine wounds in relation to your sexuality. And there's a lot that's coming up. That's coming up because it wants to come out. Let it come out. This despair card. I need your divine intercession right now, oh great spirit. Lift this darkness from my soul. Free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plan, and may I be a peaceful vessel for your love. In the true love card at the bottom of the deck, as well as striving. Eventually, the ego's drive to make things happen falls away, replaced with a relaxed, trusting openness to answers as they arise. Thank you, divine, for letting me move with the flow. In this true love, your wholeness and safety lie within, not from a partner. But this sovereignty actually leads to the deepest intimacy for you to stop using others. Let me stand on my own feet and know true love. And you have. And you have. That's why people being weird, because you found sovereignty within yourself. You found love within yourself. 32 on the clock when I said that. Act like y'all know that this is your show. And it's your Mo. So let's go. I love you. I'll catch y'all in the next video. As always, if you want to book a one-on-one reading with me, the link is in the description below. And if you want to check out any one of my personal guides, Mogul's Method or the Viral Mindset Method or Mogul's Mini Method, that's a free download. They're all in the description below. I love you. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Be safe.